The problem with having a job is that it gets in the way of getting rich. Sight is what you see with your eyes. Vision is what you see with your mind. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Education is cheap. Experience is expensive. The trouble with school is they give you the answer, then they give you the exam. That's not life. The most life-destroying word of all is the word tomorrow. The fear of being different prevents most people from seeking new ways to solve their problems. A mistake is a signal that it is time to learn something new, something you didn't know before. There are no bad business and investment opportunities, but there are bad entrepreneurs and investors. A winning strategy must include losing. The wealthy buy luxuries last, while the poor and middle class tend to buy luxuries first. Why? Emotional discipline. In the real world, the smartest people are people who make mistakes and learn. In school, the smartest people don't make mistakes. It's not what you say out of your mouth that determines your life. It's what you whisper to yourself that has the most power. It's more important to grow your income than cut your expenses. It's more important to grow your spirit than cut your dreams. Don't be addicted to money. Work to learn. Don't work for money. Work for knowledge. It's easier to stand on the sidelines, criticize, and say why you shouldn't do something. The sidelines are crowded. Get in the game. When you come to the boundaries of what you know, it is time to make some mistakes. If you're still doing what mommy and daddy said for you to do, go to school, get a job, and save money, you're losing. If you want to be financially free, you need to become a different person than you are today and let go of whatever has held you back in the past. When times are bad is when the real entrepreneurs emerge. If you want to be rich, the rule of thumb is to teach others how to be rich. Getting rich begins with the right mindset, the right words, and the right plan. The philosophy of the rich and the poor is this: the rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. Often, the more money you make, the more money you spend. That's why more money doesn't make you rich. Assets make you rich. The only difference between a rich person and poor person is how they use their time. The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. Skills make you rich, not theories. If you want to be rich, simply serve more people. You're only poor if you give up. The most important thing is that you did something. Most people only talk and dream of getting rich. You've done something. Tomorrows only exist in the minds of dreamers and losers. If you realize that you're the problem, then you can change yourself, learn something, and grow wiser. Don't blame other people for your problems. Workers work hard enough to not be fired, and owners pay just enough so that workers won't quit. As I said, I wish I could say it was easy. It wasn't, but it wasn't hard either. But without a strong reason or purpose, anything in life is hard. The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it is trained well, it can create enormous wealth in what seems to be an instant. Find the game where you can win and then commit your life to playing it, and play to win. The power of can't. The word can't makes strong people weak, blinds people who can see, saddens happy people, turns brave people into cowards, robs a genius of their brilliance, causes rich people to think poorly, and limits the achievements of that great person living inside us all. One of the great things about being willing to try new things and make mistakes is that making mistakes keeps you humble. People who are humble learn more than people who are arrogant. Intelligence solves problems and produces money. Money without financial intelligence is money soon gone. Start small and dream big. Emotions are what make us human, make us real. The word emotion stands for energy in motion. Be truthful about your emotions and use your mind and emotions in your favor, not against yourself. Everyone can tell you the risk. An entrepreneur can see the reward. A plan is a bridge to your dreams. Your job is to make the plan or bridge real, so that your dreams will become real. If all you do is stand on the side of the bank and dream of the other side, your dreams will forever be just dreams. You'll often find that it's not mom or dad, husband or wife, or the kids that's stopping you. It's you. Get out of your own way. Hoping drains your energy. Action creates energy. Your choices decide your fate. Take the time to make the right ones. If you make a mistake, that's fine. Learn from it and don't make it again. If you're the kind of person who has no guts, you just give up every time life pushes you. If you're that kind of person, you'll live all your life playing it safe, doing the right things, saving yourself for something that never happens. Then, you die a boring old person. Money is really just an idea. Talk is cheap. Learn to listen with your eyes. Actions do speak louder than words. Watch what a person does more than what he says. The moment you make passive income and portfolio income a part of your life will change. Those words will become flesh. You will make some mistakes, but if you learn from those mistakes will become wisdom, and wisdom is essential to becoming wealthy. Focus. Follow one course until successful. Losers quit when they fail. Winners fail until they succeed. The size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you handle disappointment along the way. Successful people ask questions. They seek new teachers. They're always learning. The most successful people are mavericks who aren't afraid to ask why, especially when everyone thinks it's obvious. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They're always learning. They're always growing. They're always pushing. To be a successful business owner and investor, you have to be emotionally neutral to winning and losing. Winning and losing are just part of the game. Success is a poor teacher. We learn the most about ourselves when we fail, so don't be afraid of failing. Failing is part of the process of success. You cannot have success without failure. One of the most stupid things to do is to pretend you are smart. When you pretend to be smart, you are at the height of stupidity. Most people want everyone else in the world to change themselves. Let me tell you, it's easier to change yourself than everyone else. There are those who make things happen, there are those who watch things happen, and there are those who say, "What happened?" I am concerned that too many people are focused too much on money and not on their greatest wealth, which is their education. If people are prepared to be flexible, keep an open mind and learn, they will grow richer and richer through the changes. If they think money will solve the problems, I am afraid those people will have a rough ride. People who dream small dreams continue to live as small people. The more a person seeks security, the more that person gives up control over his life. In school, we learn that mistakes are bad, and we are punished for making them. Yet if you look at the way humans are designed to learn, we learn by making mistakes. We learn to walk by falling down. If we never fell down, we would never walk. Never say you cannot afford something. That is a poor man's attitude. Ask how to afford it. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. I find so many people struggling, often working harder, simply because they cling to old ideas. They want things to be the way they were. They resist change. Old ideas are their biggest liability. It is a liability simply because they fail to realize that while that idea or way of doing something was an asset yesterday, yesterday is gone. The more I risk being rejected, the better my chances are of being accepted. Excuses cost a dime, and that's why the poor could afford a lot of it. People need to wake up and realize that life doesn't wait for you. If you want something, get up and go after it. Find out where you are at, where you are going, and build a plan to get there. I'd rather welcome change than cling to the past. When people are lame, they love to blame. Inside each of us is a David and a Goliath.
It is easy to stay the same, but it is not easy to change. Most people choose to stay the same all their lives. It does not take money to make money. Face your fears and doubts, and new worlds will open to you. People without financial knowledge, who take advice from financial experts, are like lemmings, simply following their leader. They race for the cliff and leap into the ocean of financial uncertainty, hoping to swim to the other side. The ability to sell is the #1 skill in business. If you cannot sell, don't bother thinking about becoming a business owner. Too many people are too lazy to think. Instead of learning something new, they think the same thought day in, day out. If you want to go somewhere, it is best to find someone who has already been there. There are no mistakes in life, just learning opportunities. The love of money is not the root of all evil. The lack of money is the root of all evil. We all have tremendous potential, and we all are blessed with gifts. Yet the one thing that holds all of us back is some degree of self-doubt. It is not so much the lack of technical information that holds us back, but more the lack of self-confidence. When you are forced to think, you expand your mental capacity. When you expand your mental capacity, your wealth increases. Making mistakes isn't enough to become great. You must also admit the mistake and then learn how to turn that mistake into an advantage. In today's rapidly changing world, the people who are not taking risk are the risk takers. You get one life. Live it in a way that it inspires someone. The biggest challenge you have is to challenge your own self-doubt and your laziness. It is your self-doubt and your laziness that defines and limit who you are. When I started my last business, I didn't receive a paycheck for 13 months. The average person can't handle that pressure. Complaining about your current position in life is worthless. Have a spine and do something about it instead. If you want to be rich, you need to develop your vision. You must be standing on the edge of time, gazing into the future. Sometimes what is right for you at the beginning of your life is not the right thing for you at the end of your life. Business is like a wheelbarrow. Nothing happens until you start pushing. Starting a business is like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. In mid-air, the entrepreneur begins building a parachute and hopes it opens before hitting the ground. Business and investing are team sports. The hardest part of change is going through the unknown. Financial struggle is often the direct result of people working all their lives for someone else. Being an entrepreneur is simply going from one mistake to the next. You must have the fortitude to continue on. If you have liked this motivational quotes, please share your valuable experiences in comment section. They are much appreciated.